What's up, everybody? Hey, listen, we are checking out one of my favorite quiet, exclusive spots here in the South End area, the Vintage Whiskey and Cigar Bar. Let's go inside and take a look. So Ben, hey man, thanks for having us here today. Ben Torres, the Director of Operations here at the Vintage, right? And how long have you actually been here with the organization?
So the group, in essence, founded late 2019, early 2020. I came on board fall of 2020 as the Vintage was still being built out. They were remodeling the wine loft and getting that back up and running. And but this was the flagship idea for the proprietor all along.
Tell us a little bit about what folks can expect when they come here. This is a private club, correct? So kind of take us away with what the Vintage really brings to the community. We're spotlighting South End here recently. Tell us a little about what the Vintage has to offer to the area.
Sure. So the core team envisioned the Vintage as being a new twist from a hospitality standpoint of what people are accustomed to seeing in town. Most people, when they hear, well, it's a cigar type of establishment, they go, oh no, I don't want to walk out smelling like that or have to go get dry cleaned right away. As a result, the proprietor dropped 6 figures into the ventilation here that all trigger off sensors, so the second they feel like it's going to be too much, it sucks it right out with fresh air, so that if it's a significant other, a coworker, a roommate that might not care for it, but they've heard good things about the cocktails or the food or other pieces of this element, that they're still inclined to come try and they're not scared off by something that traditionally would say, well, that's not what we're trying to go for.
And I think that's important because, you know, being able to provide the experience, obviously the concept is a cigar lounge, but you know, the couple times that I've been here, when you walk in, you don't get hit in the face when you walk in, or you can come here and then leave and hit up meetings or go home and not feel, to your point, like immediately get into the laundry room and undress and get those clothes in the wash, right? So you talked a little bit about cocktails. You guys have a cocktail program here. Tell us a little bit about the extent of that.
I feel extremely blessed by the fact that, I mean, legitimately, you look at the bar staff here, and this half a dozen could go up against almost anyone else in Charlotte in terms of creativity, thoughtfulness. They get into the kitchen and figure out, how do I have to boil this down? How do I simmer it to find the right balance, the right pairing? Sometimes it's a pairing for a dish, sometimes it goes with a cigar. They go above and beyond.
Yeah, I was impressed also by your bourbon selection. I'm a huge bourbon guy, so it's nice to see some of the variety that you all offer. You know, anytime you can go to a place that is going to have something above and beyond your typical that you can really get anywhere in Charlotte, to your point, it's a nice touch.
Part of that also comes from, with North Carolina being a controlled state, it does tend to make it more difficult.
So tell me a little bit about the clientele. Who do you get here in the Vintage? With it being a private club, an opportunity, you know, for folks to come and relax, and whether it's working, we see folks that are working from home, but really kind of working from this establishment here, because it provides that flexibility. But who typically comes here on an everyday basis?
People think I'm kidding when I say this is all walks of life.
Okay.
During the day, it's definitely more of almost like a co-working space feel.
Yeah.
People can get a coffee and a cigar and just set up shop and either have a meeting or hop on a Zoom call. And they love that because call 3:30, 4 o'clock, all right, mind shift changes. And then all of a sudden you have, well, we already had our meeting, let's just turn it into happy hour.
You guys do offer your patrons the opportunity to store here as well, their private selection?
Yeah, so you have a multitude of membership options. So you'll have things like lockers, as you were implying, to be able to store some of your own regular collection, even some private stuff you want to bring in for a special event. Those are available either at an individual or group level. You also have a corporate or individual format of a diplomat, which is just the ability to access a room like we're in right now. When it's not being used for events, you can have it for your own meetings, rent out the conference room, and each of those levels all come with discounts for purchases in the humidor. But your run-of-the-mill individual will do what we call an attaché. So for $250 a year, you get a kit that has cutter, lighter, some of our favorite sticks, some of the day passes that you could physically hand out to people if you wanted to, if they weren't coming with you on the same day. as well as a bunch of other swag from liquor reps and things, that whether it be cool tasting glasses or other things, try to help people get in the mindset of what you're going to see when you come here. If it's somebody in Charlotte who's trying to feel out if membership's the right fit for them, they can easily do a day pass. One pass covers yourself and a guest for that $25. Should you decide afterwards, well, yeah, we want to go ahead and invest in an annual membership. You'll have people that come 2 or 3 times before they pull the trigger. But those day passes, we will just deduct from that annual
Credit it
cost.
back. Okay.
So if
great.
you've been here twice, it'll be $200 instead of $250.
Okay, makes sense.
And allegedly, Black Fridays, there's going to be a deal on that people will want to take advantage of.
So all fantastic stuff. Love the part about customization to the membership. You know, I love what you all are offering here, but I'd love to hear a little bit more about the cocktail program and what you all offer when folks come in here. And I'd like to try some of them. How's that sound?
That's the logical next step.
Yeah, I think Mary on our team is going to join us. She's probably out there tasting some of the cocktails now. We have a big event coming up in a few weeks here where we're going to bring some clients in, and we can't wait for that.
Very cool.
Let's go try some drinks. What's up? I see you already got started without me here, huh?
Let's start it.
Yeah? All right, so I know we have our event coming up.
Yes.
Good opportunity for us to find out a little bit more about their cocktail program.
Very important.
Try a few cocktails, right?
Ever so.
So you went ahead and nailed down what 3 we were going to try
Yes, I
today,
did.
right? All right, perfect. Let's get rolling.
Darcy and I have been talking about it. We are ready to go.
All right, sounds good.
So we're gonna start off with our inaugural martini. This came out on our original menu. It is a blackberry sage with gin martini, and then it's topped off with some Prosecco. It is delicious. And this is your fit for a queen.
Well, I'm going to hand it to you. Let you jump on that.
As I am the queen.
Yes, of gin cocktails. Oh, it's good. It's not too sweet. You can definitely taste the berry, but it's not overpowering. Neither is the gin, but still appropriate amount of gin in it. Yeah.
All right, next we've got our patio cocktail. This
Okay.
is something you want to drink in Dilworth. Very light, very refreshing.
It smells good. I can smell it.
Yeah, definitely refreshing. But this is nice because, again, it's a good balance. Not too sweet. Definitely refreshing. Yeah.
All right, so our final cocktail is going to be, it's currently on our fall menu at the moment. It's bourbon forward. We got a little bit of maple syrup in there. We're gonna top it off with some cinnamon. And this is your Woods on the Hill, your fall
Right.
old fashioned.
Very nice. Good presentation to
Like
it.
it.
Try it out.
That smells good.
Oh, it's good. Very good. Yeah, so we tasted 3 cocktails. I know you're not the biggest bourbon fan, although you said this was nice, right?
Very good. It was very good.
Out of the 3, what is your favorite?
Well, I'm going to go gin.
Okay, because naturally you would gravitate towards a gin. Well, I'm obviously going to go with the bourbon just because my love of bourbon. I do like how you use the bottle and bond because that probably would not have been the choice that most people would have gone to at a bar. So I love that you actually stepped it up and used the bottle and bond. It gives it a more of a bite to it, but balanced well. Nice work.
Yeah, I
Thank
agree.
you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much. Cheers.
So we've got to finish these cocktails. We spent a lot of time here at the Vintage. I was pleasantly surprised at the offerings, and it truly is a place for everyone, which I think is a misconception that hopefully we smashed today. But if you enjoyed our video, please make sure that you like and subscribe and follow along to see where we go next. Cheers.